Some people are so mature, can't even get changed on their own.
Jude Bellingham.
That's shark skin.
How was he catching sharks? I always felt I'd have the ability to be one of the leading faces in a brand.
Welcome to the new phase of Predator 30.
You're in a tournament with Barcelona and Atletico. The expectation is to go there and win.
Honestly, 49.
I used to watch football all the time on YouTube. Skills, goals. I love watching football documentaries on YouTube still now. Some really historic moments. The one I wanted to know, how does it feel? El Clásico. That little old game. Everything around the city is built around El Clásico for that day. Almost like it stood still for the game. It was my first one, obviously, so I was trying to take it all in. You feel the atmosphere walking in, you can see the hatred. You can see everyone's a little bit almost pessimistic on how their team's going to do. What makes the rivalry so good is that it's one of those that's always on the knife edge, I think. A lot of the game is about how you manage your emotion. You have to understand how big the game is. You have to understand the magnitude. If you try and go into the game trying to play it down to yourself, almost to make yourself feel calmer and kid yourself into, oh, come on, it's just like any other game, then I think you're going to be in for a shock. They come out to play really hard. We come out to play really hard. It's the one that our fans want to win so much. It's bragging rights until the next one comes back around. They came out really intense. They scored really early. You do start to think, if we don't sort it out, this could be a bit embarrassing. When I looked around at my teammates, I just saw a sense of calmness about it. And I think when it's your first game and you're new to it and you really want to win, it's easy to let your emotions get taken by it. But when everyone else is so calm, you start to think, well, do they know something I don't? And out of nowhere, we got one. It was a weird feeling. I've not had it before. Without even looking at the goal, I thought, what's the worst that can happen? I'm shooting. When the ball hit the net, all the souls drain out of the stadium, but then that tiny little section of Madrid fans start screaming. It made it sound like it was the Bernabeu because of how quiet the rest went. Yeah, game on. Game on. And then the ball just kind of slotting perfectly between his legs, and just thought, yeah, this day was meant to be for me, I think. It's just that unbelievable emotion. I think you know what it means to the fans. You know how many people are watching it at home. To come back as well shows a lot of character. You definitely feel like on top of the world in that moment. The relief when you win is huge. It's not even a happiness when the final whistle goes. It's a relief knowing that you were probably that close to being in a really bad situation. You lose that game, it's a big indication of how the season could go on, or at least the next spell of games. So really important for us to get that win. Really lovely day.
I was just on the phone to my family then, and I just says that how mad is it that all those times when we used to kind of watch the games on TV all together, that now I'm playing in it. And I said before the game on the way in, I was just so smiley and so happy because, you know, it's an atmosphere that I've dreamed of playing in. Yeah, I really enjoyed the day, enjoyed the game. I always feel confident in our team that we can put it out of the bag, and that's what we did.
It's a nice opportunity to be able to go to these ceremonies, the galas.
All them people are so mature. Can't even get changed on me, Aaron.
I always like picking out a suit. That's probably the most enjoyable thing for me.
Well, a word on the Clásico. That was a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, it was a fun one, wasn't it? Yeah, it was really happy to play in it. Really emotional game for me, watching them as a child. So to play in one and help win one is really special.
Le trophée Copa est remis à Jude Bellingham.
Winning the Copa trophy like I did, you realise actually it's the sacrifice of the whole team that get you to be in a position to even be mentioned for things like that. It's nice to hear you've done well, and like I said, picking out some rascal suits.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a nice day, you too.
Thank you. So that looks like a boy who's been out last night.
Golden boy. Leave it at 6:15.
This is my show.
Golden boy doesn't use his fingers to eat.
Grazie mille.
The last 2 years I've come second twice, which you can say that you don't really care, but you do because of how much it means to me to try and be as best as I can be.
Where are we?
I'm not here to say like, oh, I should have won or whatever, but yeah, you do take it a little bit personally, so it's nice to kind of almost like tick it off. They're all opinion-based, really, so you never actually are the golden boy or best under 21 player in the world because it changes so quickly. The rewarding work is with the trophies where you can't really dispute when at the end of the season you have more points than anyone else in the league or you've beaten 4 teams on the way to a Champions League or a cup.
Jude, how proud are you? How proud are you?
Dello European Golden Boy è Jude Bellingham.
Thank you for this great honour to join a prestigious group of players as the Golden Boy. The expectation's huge at a club like Madrid and playing for a country like England as well, so I'm kind of sandwiched in between a lot of pressure, but it's something that I enjoy. It's a privilege to be able to represent these teams, and obviously I can't make any promises, but I'll give absolutely everything I've got to try and help the team win trophies.
Can't really get too high with like the highs really. Until the end of the season, when hopefully I've won some trophies, I can't really, enjoy it too much. Of course, I'm proud of what I've done so far, but it's just kind of take the trophy back home and then back to business tomorrow.
One picture. Thank you. Grazie ragazzi che dobbiamo andare.
Thank you so much.
Grazie
Thank you so much.
Grazie piccoli.
Grazie mille.
I've been quite lucky with injuries over the years. Against Vallecano, what was a pretty normal fall ended up being really, really painful. First time I've ever experienced where a joint kind of pops out of the socket. It's something that a lot of players decide to get surgery for. They had it strapped up at half-time, and perhaps the adrenaline helped me get through the second half. It wasn't until the next day when I realised that it was going to be a bit of a problem. There was a lot of debates about if they'd let me play anymore and what kind of protection I'd need while I was playing for the rest of the season. I'm someone who hates missing games, and in the end I did have to miss a couple. My whole thing was just wanting to be back as soon as possible.
He's given it to Bellingham, and Bellingham has scored his 14th in all competitions. He just goes on and on. Winner Bellingham! Bellingham, chance! Jude Bellingham, yet again! What a header! It is Jude Bellingham! And there's the chance! Real Madrid lead in added time!
In Spain, we have a Christmas break. It's been a really tough, busy schedule with all the Champions League games, the couple of ceremonies that I'd been to, which were really cool. So I was a little bit exhausted and looking forward to a rest. And because of the amount of time I got given off, and because my brother's still playing through that period, it was the perfect opportunity to go and watch him for the first time play for Sunderland. So we spent the Christmas up north. I think for him to have me there in person, hopefully he felt good about that. Really nice just for me to be able to reciprocate the support he's been showing me since I was however young, and as his older brother, I think he knows that I'm always watching him.
Okay, here's some silky skills from Chestnut Driver's new signing, Jobe Bellingham.
The worry is that people judge him based on my achievements. But I'm really conscious of that because I know it's something that people will always throw in his face, and it's not fair because he's an amazing talent, amazing player in his own right. People will use him as a way to have a dig at me and vice versa. So we're almost like each other's biggest fans, but also the biggest target for each other because we care about each other so much. He has to deal with more than what I would have had to at his age, and he deals with it with so much class. He wants to try and create his own legacy and his own path. At the end of the day, as long as he's happy, that's all I really care about, to be honest. His happiness means more to me than my own.
Producing first-team players, and for young guys like these, that impact is immense. There's no doubt about the talent coming through here.
He was one of them. Look, Joe.
Because we're a similar age and we've played together for so long in the street and on the tufts of grass, to play with my brother for England, that would be the biggest dream of my life. That would mean more than any of the trophies, especially if we would manage to do it on a consistent basis and, you know, play at a major tournament together, win things together. Honestly, nothing would even get close to that. Nothing. January's cup time in Spain. The two finalists of the Copa del Rey and the top two in La Liga go to Saudi Arabia to compete in their Super Cup. We were scheduled to play Atletico and then the winner of Barcelona against Osasuna. If you're in a tournament with Barcelona and Atletico, it doesn't matter what you're playing for. The expectation as a Real Madrid player is to go there and win. You want to play those big games, you want to play games where trophies are on the line, a win or go home games there, what you live for.
Corner kick and it's in by Hermoso. Atletico Madrid, early lead. And another goal. Rudiger levels the score. Beautifully done that by Real Madrid. Griezmann, lovely turn. Oh, what a goal! The goal's out in a mess and it's in the back of the net. Bellingham off the line. Danny Carvajal thumps it in the back of the net. Just for Hosselu! And it's in! He always finds a way, doesn't he? Oblak's going to get back sharpish here. Brahim Diaz, is he going to put this in? That's incredible, isn't it? Real Madrid have won it now. Late drama, 5-3.
End-to-end game, at times when it felt like it was getting out of our grasp and momentum swung a lot throughout the game. Probably could have done without the extra time. You know, it was really tough having to pick yourself up and go again 3 days later. The Barcelona game was completely different. We dominated from the first minute, really. Two really tough games. Mentally, physically, I felt great. Ended up winning my first title as a Madrid player, which will always be special.
I remember getting sent a pair of black Adidas boots when I was about 12 or 13, and my parents always told me it was from a friend they know at Adidas who grabbed a pair at a clear out. They started a little bit of a partnership, and then since then I've always got sent the newest ones. I've just been very lucky to have a relationship with them from there. Since the World Cup, my profile kind of just went to a new level, and something that was just out of nowhere that I couldn't really handle, to be fair. I always felt that after that I'd have the ability to be one of the leading faces in a brand because I was becoming more recognisable and things like that. So when they told me that they wanted me to be the face Predator, I was just buzzing. And now I've got to pretend to be a nice guy. Thank you. Just in the cakes, just staring at me like.
Hi mate, you okay? Nice to meet you, all good?
Essentially what we'll do now is show you what's going to be shown to the audience. Okay. You will come on and walk to a specific spot. Lights will go up. You will then replace your hologram alongside the 5 holograms. And I think the crowd will go pretty nuts when they spot that you've replaced your hologram.
Awkward if they don't.
Yeah, no.
A screen, that? Don't want to touch it and fall through.
No, don't touch the screen, you'll be in big trouble.
We have M and L.
Did you have the black one as well, Sean? Also?
Oh, yes, I mean, it's up to you which one you prefer.
Always wear black, and should I do that one as a change?
I do think as a change it might be.
All right, yeah, so I'll do that one.
Thank you.
It's a nice change to always be in black, isn't it?
Hello everyone, how you feeling? We are more than excited to bring the latest products in the Predator franchise.
By the way, my calf's cramping, man.
The future of these iconic boots.
Sounds like a loss of April.
Final day of World of Predator.
Remember, you're good at speaking.
Welcome to the Golden Boy and the new face of Predator 30.
It's just a lot of big moments, hopefully, to continue the legacy of this boot, continue the legacy of the brand, really, and try and inspire the kind of next generation coming after me.
A big applause for the absolute best, the Golden Boy, Jude Bellingham.
This goes on for 5 hours.
Why can't I wear what she's wearing?
Because if those ever get out, everyone will be able to score.
Surely everyone being able to score is a good thing.
Bellingham shoots and scores. He's done it again.
This was Jude Bellingham. Thank you so much, Jude.
I was nervous for that, I was, you know. It's still a bit of a surreal thing, being the face of a brand. If someone's wearing the boots that they see me wearing, thank you so much, no worries, mate. Cut holes in the back of their socks, things like that. It fills me with great pride because it makes me know that they see me as a bit of a role model.
Wow. Have a guess what's this? This is actually the first idea of our founder Adidas left, of adding additional material to the outsole of a shoe to get more motion in the ball. Have a guess what's this? Because in one way it's smooth and the other way it almost rips my glove off so you can touch it. This is shark skin.
You're joking. How was he catching sharks?
That's a good question. I guess it wasn't
like that, innit?
I guess it wasn't him. And this one, not sure.
I'm so into boots and that, the iconic boots. My football knowledge is based around kits and boots, really.
And then, of course, we have 2 of the greatest ever playing it. So this is Zidane's golden boot.
Wow.
And you got his 3rd Ballon d'Or. Hopefully we can get a hold on your
hopefully
golden boot at some point.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
David, of course.
Are these the World Cup?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we would love you to sign the
God.
boot for us.
Yeah,
so we can add to our collection. And
I can touch my own, can't I?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much. Pleasure. Real pleasure.
Pleasure.
I get pictures sent to me all the time from my friends saying, like, will you leave me alone on the side of bottles and whatever else if someone's wearing my shirt while they're on holiday somewhere. And that can be a lot of responsibility, you know. I'm a 21-year-old boy who's new to all of it, really. I'm new to people shoving cameras in my face. I'm new to people wanting me to hold their babies and sign their skin. There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Being the face of a brand, that comes with the responsibility of making sure that you maintain your levels of performance, because essentially I'm a football player. My game is the reason why those things are possible, so if one was to sacrifice, I'd much rather it be my face on the side of a building as opposed to my game. Everything that comes with the game I enjoy, and I'm very fortunate to have it, because if it stopped tomorrow I'm sure I'd miss it. But there's some things you want to do very quietly, and you can't do that without having to wear 3 layers, a cap and some shades.
Do you know what you're getting, Jude?
I mean,
What's it actually called?
That's it, isn't it?
That little bottle?
Thank you.
Cool, thank
Cheers.
you.
Can we take a picture, please? Thank you.
No worries.
Gracias.
Gracias. Perfecto. Off the pitch, sometimes I feel quite vulnerable. It's like you're on show sometimes when you're out in public. On the pitch, that's where you're expected to be, so there's less of that kind of clamour. Like, people want to watch you play and do well, but at least it's something that comes naturally to me. Like, when you're out in public, like, you feel like you can't really do much. Top of the table clash. Gotta love it, ain't ya? Yeah, too early to say it's a title decider, but I think it will definitely put us in a position where it's massively in our hands, you know?
I think I'm nervous for all the games, really, especially when there's a lot on the line. You know, I almost want it to be like, yeah, just go out, get a goal, and just let's settle down a little bit. You don't really get that tense, do you? Yeah, I think you're quite calm.
From a fan's point of view, I think you'd have the idea that football is like this massive weight and shine. You go out onto the pitch and it's crippling, and then you're safe when you come in and you go out with your mates and, oh God, I'm finally. I just find it the complete opposite. As you go up the tunnel, every step you take, it's like a shackle just coming off you. And for like 90 minutes, you don't think about anything other than where's the ball and give me the ball. When I've got the ball, I'm thinking there's 100 million people watching this game and no one else has got their foot on the ball except me. Bellingham! I feel like at times I've got the stadium like that. When you're driving with the ball, you can feel everyone just going, whoa. I just feel like, oh man, I've got you like that.
Jude Bellingham again!
Honestly, 40 man. With my shoulder strap though, the left kind of sags a bit at the minute, so I have to like lift that one consciously higher. But then today I put my head back as well, and I just went like that, and I just thought, oh, freedom. The second goal, when you just see white, you've created a moment. The run I went on from like August to October was kind of not been done before. But then after that, when the goals have slowed down, I actually think my performances have got better. For people who don't watch games and only judge it by that, they're going to have a go at you, but my game's a lot more than goals.
Real Madrid are heading towards a 5-point lead at the top of the table.
Big statement win. 5-point gap. It's more of what it does to the other team, that kind of win. Takes the wind out their sails a little bit. Only negative is my ankle, really. I've been struggling with it for a while.
An awkward fall there for Jude Bellingham.
I turned it for the first time and it was pretty bad.
It looks as if he's twisted the ankle twice in the game.
It's one of those things that doesn't really get better while you're training and playing on it, so you can kind of manage the pain, but it doesn't go away. That's the only frustrating thing, really, because it means I might have to miss some games. A bit more adversity to face.
molesta, nel senso, riuscito tomorrow? Yeah, sì. Painful. Rest. Will do. Take care, mister. See you tomorrow. Ciao. Take care. Ciao.
Not a bad day at all. Jobe obviously didn't start resting for the Blues game, and then comes on and does what he does. Proud of him, obviously. You know, it's nice the days where we both do well. Just put the window down.
Yeah, go on then, quickly.
Ciao, ciao. The days when it doesn't go well for both of us feel like the end of the world, so sometimes you do have to enjoy the moment and enjoy the kind of special thing that we're doing. I'm not sure there's many brothers that playing at the levels that we're playing at the minute. Hello.
Well done.
Cheers, Keith.
It's nice both of you scored today.
Hey, what about Jobe's goal?
That's massive. Show us your ankle.
It's all bandaged now. You won't be able to see it, but when I sat on the bench, oh my God, I took off the strapping that I had on before, and it was like huge. And the doctor didn't want me to look at it. And then there was messing around with the fluid, and the other physio went, oh, look at that. State of that, man. My foot's literally touching the ground.
It is going to be really big. All the swelling's going to come out. But 20 goals, that ain't bad.
20 goals. Yeah, not bad. I'll speak to you in a bit. Yeah, love you.
Love ya.
Bye, bye, bye.
Action, Jude. And as you get closer to the wall, the sounds will become more dense.
Gone there.
They look yourself.
Yeah! It's a 1-0. Shoot, you're ready, man.